Alright, you guys, so we're going to do a quick reading outdoors really quick. I just grabbed some cards and I'm just going to, let me shuffle them a little bit. Okay, this one's blank. Okay. I was going to say, dang, let's see what we should know, right? Okay, so let me shuffle them. And these are just a few cards. Okay, and let's see what the collectives should know. Okay. I have done every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved Sorry guys, just saying a quick prayer for all the monitoring spirits, right? We're just gonna go ahead and get them out of our energy field, okay? It says, I've stepped into my power. Now, stepping into your power, it looks like many different things, okay? So sometimes we think that we have to be a certain way, look a certain way, do things a certain way in order to step into our power, but that is not the case, okay? Standing in our power for each individual looks different, okay? So I don't want you guys to think that we have to be one way in order to step into our power, right? Okay? So now let me go ahead and pull, y'all know what? This one. What is that just, let me get that, y'all. It just flew and I want to get it. Okay, give me 1 sec. So as we talk about stepping in our power and what stepping in our power may look like, right? It says, I am not my hair. I am not the skin. I am not your expectations, no. Okay, so this is, again, stepping in your power may look differently for different people, okay? I don't want you guys to think you have to be one way or act one way in order to step into your power, right? Because that is absolutely not the case, okay? So this one says to pull another, ooh, I'm going to pull another card, but it says another path. See, maybe the path that you were on before, the energy you were in before, the power you were in before has shifted because there has been a shift in the universe. There has been a shift with things, okay? And with that shift and the change in our energy and our vibration, right? And the different obstacles that are in our way, once we get over them, the shift could be different, okay? We're not going to be the same all throughout our journey, all throughout our life, okay? We're not going to be exactly the same. Hey, baby. We're not going to be the same all throughout this journey, okay? There is going to be times where stepping in your power might look a little bit differently than what it looked like before, okay? I'm just gonna pull a few cards because the wind keeps trying to blow me one way, okay? And we on a certain way. So some of you guys, some of you guys let life pull you in certain directions instead of staying true to your path, staying true on your journey, okay? High unconditional love, but staying true to yourself, okay? Some of you guys, when you guys stepped in your power, you kind of went a different way with that same power and that same energy, right? The wind kind of blew you one way, okay? But again, as the first card says, stepping in your power can mean and look like different things for different people, okay? We're going to pull a few more cards, and then we actually going to go in, okay? So it says, what happened at grandmother's house? So what happened from generation to generation, okay? That's kind of what we need to kind of not go back down memory lane so much, but kind of look how life has been for generations to generations to generations, okay? Because stepping in your power might mean differently than what your parents did, what the parents did before you. It might be a little bit different, okay? But again, everybody's journey, everybody's individual journey is their own journey. So stepping in your power may look like different things, okay, for different people. Okay? It says heaven cherishes you. Okay, so heaven could cherish you. I know for sure I'm very much in touch and in tune. So for you guys, individuals who are stepping into your power, just know that heaven cherishes you. You are loved. You are cherished. Okay, by the Most High. Okay, by your spirit guides, by your angels, you are cherished. You are loved. Okay, despite how stepping in your power may look, because some of us think like, okay, so y'all seen throughout my journey how sometimes I be, or I, it seems or perceives to be one way, right? Where I am um, in one way because of the obstacles and the things that I'm facing. But then in some of my readings, you guys see that sometimes I'm more to the graceful side, to the more peaceful side, because in that journey, right, where I'm at in the journey, that's what it takes in that part of my journey to get to the next level. You guys get what I'm saying? So stepping in your power looks different throughout your journey. It's not, you're not going to stay exactly the same and keep that same energy throughout your journey. Okay, just depending on the obstacles, the things that are in front of your face, your power may look different, and people may perceive your power as different. But it don't. Again, it doesn't matter, because God will give you the tools and things that you need in order to get through certain parts of your life, right? A part of your spiritual journey. Um, I'm getting Mickey Mouse. You know how in Mickey Mouse it goes, "Oh, tools," and the little toolbox comes down, right? And it got like 4 options of tools to be used, and which one might be good for whatever obstacle, right? So then you have to pull which tool. Like you're like, okay, that one's probably not going to work through that obstacle. And that one maybe, but that one I know is going to help get through that obstacle, right? So God gives you these tools. Oh, tools! And God come bring them down. Okay, which tool you need to get through this journey. You still have choices on which tool you're going to use, right? But that's how the universe, that's how God do it. So sometimes in certain parts of your journey, grace is required, peace is required, or maybe high energy is required, maybe a little bit of aggression and assertiveness is required. You guys get what I'm saying? So stepping in your power may mean different things depending on where you're at in your journey. You guys kind of get what I'm saying there? Because I want to make sure, because my readings never contradict themselves, but I want to make sure you guys have an understanding that you guys are not going to be the same one way all throughout your journey. That's not how it's going to be. Okay, it's not, because if one, it's just not. Just trust me, it's not. It's like, oh, tools, and then every obstacle, it requires different tools, right? I think that's what he says, oh, tools, right? Where the Mickey Mouse, y'all know the thing I'm talking about, where Mickey Mouse comes and all them tools. Watch cartoons, y'all. Pay attention. Even when in the beginning it says, what does it say? Say Muska, Mickey Mouse, or something like that, and then his clubhouse come and appear. So he just manifested the clubhouse and popped up out of nowhere. Pay attention to these cartoons and what they're really showing you. Okay? I want you guys to pay attention, but back to the toolbox. Okay, God will give you, the universe will give you certain tools in order to go through your next steps in your next journey. Okay, so we're going to do 2 more. So you guys might have a pet or an animal with you, or you guys might have a dog, a cat, a parrot, whichever of your choice. Okay, but the universe is saying that animals are healing. They have a healing nature to them. They're also innocent, right? There are so many ways that animals are good for us and good for our spirit and our soul. So if you guys don't have an animal or have a pet, that's probably something good to invest in. Okay, there's all kinds of go to like where they're adopting pets and stuff, and see, you know, sometimes they have free shots where they do, you don't have to pay for the shots depending on the different days. You know, go look into animals, even cats. But what I want you guys to do before you guys get an animal, I kind of want you guys to be responsible and look up that kind of animal that you're getting. Look it up. And kind of look more into their needs and what they need too. Because if you guys are going to get a pet, make sure you guys are responsible too, because, you know, the universe be watching. So you don't want to get a pet and then be negligent to your pet. You guys get what I'm saying? Like, if the pet is there to help you therapeutically. So just get a pet. And then again, as we talk about stepping into our power, you wonder, what does a pet have to do with stepping into our power? Just like what does children have to do with stepping into our power, because we're talking about the innocent, right? So when you become a parent, you have to step into your power, right? Same when you have a pet, you have to step into your power, right? And most people, most rulers, most leaders have pets beside them. Go back and see. They had pets beside them. So stepping in your power, again, can look like, can mean different things, okay? We're gonna pull maybe a few more cards, only because it's kind of getting chilly out here. We've been out here for quite a minute. I just want to pull cards. We're gonna pull maybe a few more as the wind blows. Okay. Intuitive messages. So whoever is watching this, you guys may have intuitive messages. 222. As 2 people are in here and 2 likes. I don't know why it always shows 2. And then when I'm done with the lives, it'd be like a whole bunch of people that views my stuff, right? But it says you might have intuitive messages, collective. Who I'm talking to may get intuitive messages as well, okay? But as you step into your power, you are going to be able to get more tools, more information, and more knowledge, okay? Again, it says heaven cherishes you. Y'all, these cards be popping up on me even when I do my own personal readings. But it says heaven cherishes you. So as you step into your power, okay, as you go through your journey and your spiritual journey, know that heaven cherishes you. God loves you. The spirit realm wants you to step into your power, wants you to know yourself more, wants you to heal, wants you to be the best version of yourself, right? God wants that for you, okay? Heaven wants that for you. While you're here on this earth, not after you pass, be the best version of yourself. No, you be the best version of yourself when you step into power while you're here, okay? Okay, this one kind of popped out here. God is protecting you from them. Okay, so as you step into your power and you go through the obstacles, right? Know you're protected. Know you're protected through your journey. I don't care what it may look like, what it may look like around you. It could be a storm and a damn tornado. That it does not matter. It doesn't matter what's around you, who's around you, or any of those things, okay? Because you're protected no matter what's going on, okay? No matter what illusions are up to, you're also protected from illusions of different things. And natural disasters mean something completely different. Let me just say that to you right now. It don't mean what people think it means. No, it means something different when natural disasters, happen. I'm just saying, I ain't no meteorologist. I'm just saying. So we're going to pull like 2 more, you guys, and we're going to end it. We're going to keep this live pretty short, but this live is pretty much about stepping into your power and what stepping into your power may look like, okay? It's going to be different for different people depending on where you're at in your journey, okay? Depending on what tools you need. Yeah, we about to go. Somebody just woke up from their nap, okay? So we're going to pull about 2 more. You know the truth. So collective, this could be you who knows the truth, okay? Y'all know I be knowing the truth and I don't be lying. Like, that's y'all. Why would I get on? Y'all know I be telling the truth. So natural disasters do not mean what I just, a lot of stuff, you guys. And when you guys step into your power, it may look different. Go back to when I first started, or just randomly pick one of my videos, okay? Me stepping into my power, depending on where I'm at in my journey, it looks different. Because we're not going to be the same all throughout our life. Definitely not all throughout our spiritual journey. That's not happening, right? My enemies teamed up together. So my enemies have teamed up together, which I know. I've always all my whole life be like, why are you friends with somebody like we don't get along? Because I went to help them. Normally that's how every relationship starts with me. I go help them or try to be some type of right, all the time. So pretty much that's how the friendship starts. That's how the relationship starts. And so for whatever reason, they have done something very distasteful to me, right? My enemies, my friends would try to hook up with my enemies, and I'm like, how? So what do y'all talk about? What do you guys have in common? Because you guys are I have all kinds of different friends, different family members. So pretty much they talk about me. And then I won't know until they fall out. So years later, they'll fall out. And then they'll all then I'll hear like, oh, she said this about you. And I said, wait, why are you just not telling me this, right? It makes me look at the person, right, who's been teamed up with my enemies. But a lot of you guys, while you're stepping into your power on your spiritual journey, your enemies have teamed up together, right? They have said words, they've spoken words out their mouth, they have joined together just to talk about, just to try to, um, and I say try to, right? Stop you from stepping into your power, right? This is what these individuals are doing. Okay, we're gonna pull one more because we want to know more. And the universe knows I don't care about what my enemies do. They know that even if they tell me what they do, whether it's good or bad or indifferent, I don't care. Like they know, like don't, don't. And then they want me to know because they want me to know the moves my enemies are making against me, or how they're trying to profit off of my manifestations. My energies are just me in totality. And I always be like, I really don't. Like, I be so invested in me and my journey and my healing as I'm stepping into my power and my spiritual journey. But we're going to pull one more card because I kind of want you guys to get as many intuitive messages, as many things to help you wherever you're at in your spiritual journey, because we're all at different places in our journey. Okay, and stepping in our power means something different. I'm going to name this stepping into your power, because this is kind of what we're talking about in the right now as we're outdoors. Okay, I'm covering my crown today, you guys, because I am outdoors. So they all did you dirty when you tried to see the good in people, didn't I say? I was their confidant, I was their spiritual teacher, I was their mediator, I was helping these individuals, and yet they all grouped up together and did the collective. It could have been you guys collective. I know it's been me too as well, where they have done something dirty, sneaky, snaky, said something terrible on your name, told your enemies what you were doing, or enemies you didn't even know was enemies, and then they grouped up and you realize they was enemies, right? These people have done something dirty to you in some way, even though you tried to see the good in these people. You really did. You tried to see the good in these individuals, and for whatever reason, hold on, you guys. For whatever reason, they still end up doing something dirty in some type of way. Okay, whether they want to admit to it or not, your enemies have teamed up together. Even people who you did not know was your enemy, who was low-key hating, low-key in the background wishing bad, low-key not. They might, I don't care if they smiled in your face and how big they smile may appear. Okay, that does not matter. Okay, the fact that they're even talking and engaging with your enemies already lets you know kind of their tone, okay, where they're at with the friendship. Okay, because what do these people have in common besides talking about you? They don't have nothing in common. Okay, so you are the conversation piece. It says again, okay, if you guys are like, well, if I stop dealing with these enemies, if I stop dealing with these people, you guys might feel like you'll be lonely or not have anybody. Don't worry about that. You got God with you all the time. What did you worry about another individual for who's doing you dirty? God's not going to do you dirty. God's not going to team up with your enemies. God's going to watch your enemies, look at your enemies, and warn you with intuitive messages about your enemies. So you are in the knowing. So you don't go back and engage with them, because all they're going to do is do something else dirty and sneaky and snaky, all behind closed doors. Okay? So again, stepping into your power looks differently for everyone. Don't feel ashamed if you have to stand alone while stepping into your power, because this journey is, everybody has their own individual spiritual journey anyway. Okay, so don't feel like you're going to be alone. If you need to get a kind of animal, if you need to get a pet, if you need to spend more time out in nature, like today I'm out in nature. So whatever helps you as you're going through your spiritual journey and stepping into your power, I want you guys to really do that, and don't focus on nothing else. Don't focus on nothing else but stepping into your power, healing, being the best version of yourself. Everything else will fall in place. Okay, so I'm going to end it there, because I just want to give you guys a quick reading, really, just so that way you guys don't forget how important it is to continue to step into your power during your spiritual journey. And again, it's going to look different from different people depending on where they're at in their journey. Okay, but I'm going to give a longer video where we kind of go in depth about what stepping in your power may look like. Okay, because it's going to look different throughout your entire journey. I'll do a video on that, because I had to, how can I say, when I stepped into my power, I needed certain tools. Maybe tools I didn't have before, or tools that I wasn't utilizing but that were there as I was going through my spiritual journey. Okay, so as I'm going through, and I realized, well, dang, I should have been used that tool, right? Because sometimes, oh, tools, and the toolbox comes. Sometimes we don't pick the right tool to go through the obstacle, right? But we still have choices. So God's not going to force us right, to pick and choose. So we might choose a tool that we really didn't need. It was kind of helpful. We took a few steps, but there was a tool that could have really kind of guided us through and helped us through with a little bit more grace and easier. Okay, so depending on what tool you needed in order for you to step into your power. So I want you guys to really think about where you're at in your spiritual journey. Do some self-reflecting to see what you need to heal, what you need to focus on, your strengths and your weaknesses as you're going through your spiritual journey. Most of us are walking alone in our spiritual journey, so focus on that during our spiritual journey. Okay, focus on that. Focus on yourself and the things that you need to change or do more of or do less of as you're walking through the spiritual journey. Okay, as you're stepping into your power, being the greatest you could be, your highest self, right? So we're gonna go ahead and end it here. It's been a little bit chilly, and but I want you guys to focus on where you're at in your journey. Do some self-reflecting, right? And just really focus on self. I have a reading that says Rolling in the Deep, where we talk about the layers of ourselves, the depths of ourselves, right? It takes time to get to know yourself for real. Okay? Through all the hurt, through all the obstacles, through all the drama, through all the people doing your dirty, it takes time to know yourself after you've got out of that. That's why many obstacles after you go through it, you need that healing. Okay? But we'll go in depth a little bit later about that, you guys, because somebody is ready to go. Ready to go? All right, so yeah, I'm going to get out. Fire, fire, fire. You guys are welcome for the messages. I'm going to give some more a little bit later. But for now, I want to leave you guys with a message while we're outdoors, because I've done some self-reflecting. So I always tell you guys things that I do. I practice what I preach. All the time. So if I've done some self-reflecting, that's how I can tell you guys, hey, I know where I'm at in my journey, and I want you guys to kind of focus on where you guys are at in your journey, right? Because everybody's journey is different. Okay, so we're not gonna, what's understood don't need to be explained, and I've explained it, right? But I just want you guys to have an understanding of more about your inner self, right? That way we know what to heal. That way we know what to do differently. We know what to do better. Okay, that way we know how to cleanse, right? If we know what we need to be cleansing, right? So we're gonna leave it there. You guys have a great day. I'll let you guys see outdoors. We're outdoors here. Beautiful park, beautiful essence all together. And if you guys need to go outside to self-reflect, if you guys need to sit alone to self-reflect, I have my child with me, but if you guys have your kids, your pets, whatever you guys have, go ahead and go outdoors. Go to somewhere new, right? Or you can be indoors and create an environment where you can sit down and self-reflect. That can be in the bathtub. That can be at your dining room table. Wherever you are, I want you guys to take some time out for you, self-reflect. If you need a journal, music, books, whatever helps you look within yourself. And books kind of do help you because you can write it down as far as journaling. But as far as the books go, sometimes we need to shut off the things around us and zoom in. So the books will help you zoom in a little bit, right? Because you're not focused on everything else around you, you're focused on the book. And then you study the book about yourself, the book about your own life and what you've been through, okay? So use different tools to help you get through your journey. We're gonna end it here, you guys. You guys have a wonderful day, okay? And do some self-reflecting, okay? Today is about self-reflecting.